Bonjour mesdames et messieurs, in this episode I want to show you how to shoot photography, what settings I'm using to use with my Lightroom preset. Bonjour mesdames et messieurs, my name is Serge Ramelli. I'm a French photographer from the amazing, the incredible city of Paris, France. But right now I'm here in Hollywood and I want to show you a few photos, how I take the photos, the exact setting that I use in camera and then retouch it with presets. So check this out, first here in Hollywood. All right, so let me show you a few settings that I do. The first thing that I do is I go on a manual mode. So this is P, I'm gonna go on manual mode. Then I always go to ISO 100. Good. Then F7, F8, that doesn't really matter. And then I just play with the speed. You see, this is completely blown out. What I usually do is I go until I'm sure I don't have anything blown out and I don't really care to be too dark. So this is kind of good. And I'm just gonna take one good photo. All right? And I'm just trying to get the golden hour. I'm trying to get this pass to Hollywood. I think it can make a cool shot. Let's maybe a little wider on this one. Okay. And voila, basically that's it. Let's go to the next location. All right guys, so now we are at the beach. I want to show you different settings which I find is cool and works really well with my presets. So here I am. You see the photo is very bright. I want to do a bit of a lone exposure, but I don't have any filters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to 50 ISO. So the lowest sensitivity possible. I'm going to go all the way to f22 and then I'm going to force in half a second or even like a 0.6 second. And now check this out. If I go on a 2-second timer and I take a shot, I'm going to get a bit of a lone exposure effect like this. Okay, let me just clean because the water is coming into my lens. Okay, let's do that again. And the photo is a little bright for me, but that's the only way to get a lone exposure. I can try to go a bit lower. 1, 2, 3. And you can just play around, different settings. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, it's getting a little darker. I'm just going to try to see if I can find a cool framing. I don't know, I can try to go large like this, for example, with the horizon, like this. All right, I'm going to do the reverse. I'm going to zoom in a bit, maybe play like this. All right, guys, now we go to the next location. All right, let me show you another quick setup that I'm doing here in Yosemite. So here I am, I'm trying to get this, this beautiful mountain. I don't know what the name of it is, to be honest. So when there's a sky where there's not much clouds and I'm right into it, I like to really underexpose the photo to make sure I get a good gradient. In this case, I'm going to go to ISO 50. It's a mistake. I should have gone to ISO 100. F9 to get very sharp. And then 160, I'm playing, I think that's dark enough. And I'm going to take one wide shot of this situation. Boom. And then I'm going to zoom in a little bit and take another shot. Boom. All right, guys, let's go to the next location. All right, guys, so we are here in Paris now. I'm going to show you a golden hour shot, classic shot of Notre Dame. So here I am, as usual, 100 ISO. All right, guys, you see here I'm at f16, 1/100 of a second. And you see how sharp my sun rays are. That is a cool effect that I like to do when the sun is in the photo. For example, if I now go to f8, and I'm gonna have to have a higher speed, like 1/640th of a second, for example. You see how blurry the sun is and how the sun rays are less nicer. Let's go back to f22 and see how we can get these very sharp sun rays. I love it. And let's take a photo, mesdames et messieurs. Voila. Let's go check out in Lightroom what we got now. Alright guys, so I'm back in front of my computer and I got the few photos I shot and I want to show you how to use preset. I'm actually going to give you all these presets for free, all the ones I'm going to be using here. You have the link below. I'm also going to give you all these photos so you can try for yourself. So basically, this is my first shot in Hollywood. I'm going to go to my golden hour, because there was a golden hour. Golden hour linear circle. You see, I've got different variation, but I'm only giving you this one. You will have an option to purchase them all if you want, but you can also just get the free ones and nothing but the free ones, and to give it a shot. And I'm already what I'm liking. Now, when you use a preset, you have to check two things, especially with my preset. First, you hold on the Option key, and you make sure your black point is not too much. Here, it's too much. You see, I only want about 2-3% of black. What you see here in yellow is pure black. So 2-3%, that's good. And same thing with the white point. You have to do that every time. And then you have to go here into the radial circle, because I have a radial circle for the sun, and put it where the sun is. But basically, that's it. This is the before, and this is the after. Pretty cool. Next photo. So that was a shot that we did at Will Roger Beach. On this one, I'm going to use another one. I'm not going to use a golden hour. I'm going to use a sunset. Sunset linear circle. There's over like 26 different settings when you click on one of these presets. And so same thing with this one. We have to use a black point holding the Option key, making sure it's only about that much, 2-3%, the white point. And then you're going to have to use the radial circle, look at where the sun is, and make sure it's over the sun, which is already the case on this one. But you see there's a bit of a spillover on the rocks. So if you have an updated version of Lightroom, you have this option, which is really cool. You can go to Range Mask, Luminance, and just use this range here. Put it about this side, about halfway through, and that's going to take the spitting off the rocks. You see, if you hold on the Option key, it's creating a mask. And the way masks work is white conceals and white reveals and black conceals. So you see the rocks are black now, and boom, and that sun is only going to affect the sky now. Okay, and you can, feel free to go in there and add a bit of contrast. A preset is a good starting point, but it's just a starting point. Okay, something like this. So this is the before and the after. Pretty cool. Next photo was the photo we shot in Yosemite. On this one, I'm going to use again the golden hour. I'm going to go back to golden hour linear circle light, and boom. Make sure you hold on the Option key for the black point and for the white point. You want to go, that's just going to make sure that all your values are well distributed. And then voila, maybe I'm going to make it a bit lighter and maybe add a bit of contrast. And I think on this one, I'm going to crop it because I don't like these trees here on the left. And I'm going to crop it the way I want it, just for aesthetic purposes, something like this. And voila, so that was the before. And that's the after. Last photo, Notre Dame, the one with the little picking trick that I showed you with the sunset. And on this one, I'm going to use again the golden hour linear circle. Boom. And I'm going to do my black point and my white point. Maybe add a bit of contrast. Now on this one, when the sun is present, I usually turn off my highlights, put it back. I don't like when you see so much of the definite sun, but let me show you. That's the before. And that's the final result. Pretty cool. And Guy, this thing doesn't just work with my presets or my photos. I got this email a few days ago. It says, "Hello, sir. Thank you very much for the discount on your preset for Lightroom." That's somebody who bought the whole signature preset package. He says, "I've enclosed just an example of how it made my photo live again. This is a photo I had totally written off. After writing a preset, it became one of my most liked photos on Instagram within hours. And this I just made to try out your preset. I'm very pleased with your work and that you're willing to share with the community." And I repeat, you don't have to buy anything. By watching this video, I'm giving you all the free preset I'm using in this video and all the source files for free. Link is below. Presets is really a starting point for me. I usually spend about 5 seconds per photo retouching them using my presets. I like to go out shootings. I don't like to spend too much time in front of a computer. Download the source files, download all these raw files, download all my presets, see for yourself, and try to use the same technique of underexposing a little bit of your photo and see if it works for you. Guys, if you like this video, please give it one thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the little bell so that you can get a notification every time a video comes out. And I will see you in another video. Also, don't hesitate to leave me a comment and tell me what you would like to learn, or how are you using presets, or what you think of my preset if you really use them. Just let me know what you think. I'm looking at every comment. Thank you so much, and I will see you in another video. Au revoir.